Now we're on Tuesday, phase one. First one we're doing is squats. When you do the squats, big thing to remember here is when you set up, you don't want to set the bar on your neck. You want to pull your shoulder blades together, and that should create a shelf of muscle in the back. That's where you want to set the bar. So I'm going to bring my elbows together, in back, shoulder blades together, put that weight on that shelf. My feet are going to be shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit further. That's going to be up to you, whatever feels comfortable. The biggest thing when you're doing your squat is, we talk about the big three: big butt, big chest, flat back. Your first motion is sitting your hips back and down. So we never push our knees forward. So think about your first movement is at your hips going backwards. And then you're getting your depth by coming down. So I'm big butt, big chest, flat back. So I'm down. We want to be parallel with the ground is our depth, and back up. So you have 4 by 10 on this phase. So you're down, up. Always making sure you're gaining that depth. We always have our safety bars out, and we try to have them right below that point. So if something happens, then we have if we crash, we have this there to save us. Again, we also always have clips on, always safety first in here. Next one we have dumbbell stiffies. We do the dumbbell stiffies. To hold your dumbbells, again, your big butt, big chest, flat back. So I'm going to put my shoulders back, let the weight rest on my thighs. My feet can be, again, I go shoulder width apart. That's going to be, again, up to you. Your first motion is going to be hips back. So push my butt back, let the weight come down, my thighs, keeping my shoulders back. Wherever I start to feel it, I want to gain as much range of motion as I can down without sacrificing my technique. So if I'm down here and I start to lose my shoulders or my back, then I've gone too far. So that has become my range of motion. You'll notice as I go down, my hips always go backwards. You can't go down without hips going back. So if you watch my hips move here, I'm coming down. My hips, I'm probably going to gain about a foot of depth back up. So I'm always going to gain that depth with my butt and my hips. You should feel that in the back of your legs. If you're not, you need to have a better posture with your upper body. And again, flexibility isn't an issue. I can touch my toes, no problem. But as you notice, my back rounds, my shoulders come forward. When I do my dumbbell stiffies, I want to stay nice and strong. Okay? Shoulder back, bring the shoulder blades together, keep that good technique. That's dumbbell stiffies. The next one we have is dumbbell lean lunge. I'll tell you to do this body weight first and then go to dumbbells. Your reps are 4 by 10 each leg. So when you're doing that, you're doing all 10 on one leg, then all 10 on the other. So when I do this, I'm trying to line up on your sheet. It'll say chin, knee, toe. So I'm going to take a step backwards and line up my chin, my knee, and my toe. My back leg is going to be straight. It's just a kickstand. All my weight is on my lead leg. My body is in a nice athletic position. And I'm going to come back up. So back and up, back and up. Again, I know if I'm doing it right if I come down and it's chin, knee, toe. If that's in a line, I know I'm good. The dumbbells, it's here. Again, nothing changes. Chin, knee, toe. Again, always keeping that back leg straight. If I bend that back knee, it brings my hips to a different position. I don't want it there. I want everything over that quad. So keep that back leg straight. It's just a kickstand. So again, all 10 on one leg, then all 10 on the other, then take your break. Next one we have is our calf raise circuit. This is going to be a superset. So the calf raise circuit, I'm going to have my toes in, out, then neutral. So I do this, bring my toes in, all the way down, all the way up. Do all my reps there. Toes out, all the way down, all the way up. And then neutral, all the way down, all the way up. So I'll do all my reps on that one, 10 on all 3 of those. Then I'm going to superset it with the triple set. In the triple set, you grab a stability ball. Start with your heels on the ball. Arms can be out for balance. You're going to drive through your heels, pop your butt up, flex your butt on the top, pause for a second, back down. Drive through, pause, back down. That's hip planks. After your last hip plank, you're doing leg curls. So again, your heels are on the ball, pull your feet in as far as you can, back out. In, back out. After that last one, when you end in here, you're going to do hip thrust. When you do hip thrust, I'm going to go from heel to the top of the ball. You kind of dig it into the side. Again, using your arms for balance if you need it. Pop your hips, back down. Pop your hips, back down. Making sure you get your hips to full range of motion. So calf raise circuit, over to the stability ball triple set. Then you take your break. Our last one we have are hip circles. You do hip circles, you're going to be on all fours. There's 2 different directions. The first one, I don't care what order you do this in, you're going to go to your chest, to the side, and back. So it's chest, side, back. Again, when I come, I want big range of motion in all this. So I'm trying to drive my knee to my chest, trying to get it up as high as I can on the side. And when I come up and back, I'm trying to get that leg, my thigh to parallel, driving that heel through the ceiling and back. So it looks like this. You can start to round it off if you can keep that range of motion. So I'll do all my reps on one leg, then all my reps on the other leg. So the opposite of that, once I go right, left, I'm going to come back and do the opposite direction, which is back, side, chest, back, side, chest. Always hitting those same points. And that's phase 1, or that's Tuesday's phase 1.